Good morning, sports investors. How are you doing today? Welcome back to the Betting Public Sports Show. I am your beloved host, Fame Rothstein, a.k.a. Michael Snackson, a.k.a. Bay O Wolf, a.k.a. Malcolm Excellence, a.k.a. Hacksaw Jim Thuggin. And today is Sunday, October 10th, 2021. It's about 10 minutes till 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the beautiful, lovely, as you can see, sunny Queen City, aka the Republic of Cincinnati. That means it's about 6:50 a.m. Pacific time. I'm sorry. It's 5:50 Pacific time and about 10 minutes till 3 a.m. in Hawaii. But regardless of where you're listening to us from, thank you for listening. Welcome back to the show. And before I continue, I just want to remind you that if you feel you have a gambling problem, please do not listen to this show. Please contact your state or your local Gamblers Anonymous Association hotline, and hopefully they can get you the services you feel you need, because on this show, we discuss sports investing through sports wagering, and we don't want to be any triggers to any negative behaviors for you. So please contact your state or your local Gamblers Anonymous Association hotline, and hopefully they can get you on the path to the straight and narrow. But those of you who remain, you will have a profitable day, just like we did yesterday. Yesterday we went 3-1-1. Now, I got to be honest, when I recorded my podcast this morning, I hadn't cashed my ticket. But apparently, well, let me explain here. The one we lost, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. We took Wilder for the KO, for the stoppage. He ended up getting stopped. I mean, I took that knowing full damn well that Wilder just can't beat the guy. But I'm like, the value was plus 260. You can't beat that. And Wilder does have, he did drop him twice. Dude just dropped him more. Wilder, you can't beat him. So, and here's the weird one yesterday. That was the one we lost. I thought we pushed against, and it was a heartbreaker too. It was a push heartbreaker because motherfucking Nevada was up 52-45 in the fourth quarter. I don't know what your second team, third teams are doing, but they doing some bullshit. Because we had, the original line was 28.5. We teased it to 27. Nevada minus 27. And they ended up giving 21 in the fourth quarter up. Gave up the last one with 6 seconds. 1 yard run with 6 seconds. And that made it 52-28 or 55-28. 55-28. That's 27. That's a push. But when I go cash my ticket, because I got all my joints on one ticket, it's not a parlay, but I just got them all on one ticket, and it voided that game. Like I won it. I got all my money. I don't know what happened. It was a push. I don't know. Maybe that's what they call pushes at the bar, at this particular sports book. I'm sorry. Maybe that's just what they call pushes, and they void the bet, but I've never seen that like that before. It's been a while. But then again, it's been a while since I had a push, so I don't know. Then the 3-1 were the other college basketball games, or college football games. We had UCLA minus 12.5. I think they were favored to win by 16, and they covered the 16. We had San Diego State. The original spread was 17. We took them by 20.5, and they still covered. And the last one was that Utah Carson Strong, Mexico State. Damn. Oh, there it was. Okay, San Diego State, UCLA, Nevada. Damn, what was the other game we had? Because it did hit. And it covered fairly easily. UCLA, Nevada, San Diego State. Tulsa, money line. Tulsa money line. And that hit as well. But we don't dwell on wins. We don't dwell on losses. We keep going. I apologize for being stuck there. But I don't have the tickets anymore. I cashed them. All right. I've got 3 from the NFL today. One that it's on the podcast won't be on here because it starts in about a half hour. You won't have time to get to it. Watch the show and get to it. But before I start my NFL action, could you please like, subscribe, leave a comment, hit that notification bell on here, but definitely subscribe and smash up that like button. Share the show, okay? And the reason I put my hat on because you know it's bucket low like fuck it though, all right? Check it. We've got NFL. We got Carolina and the Eagles. Carolina hosted the Eagles. Sam Darnold, that change of scenery is working out like crazy for him. And they're hosting Philadelphia. A young team, young quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Speaking of Jalen Hurts, he's from Alabama. And I just want to say this before we get into this action. Alabama is a victim of its own success. They're the only team in any sport, other than a boxer, of course, who can't have a bad night. They cannot, Alabama's not allowed to have a bad night. They lose, everybody rejoices. They fall in the polls because everybody's tired of seeing them win like they've been doing the majority of the time since Saban got there in like 2008, 2009, or whenever he got there. But yeah, I'm seeing them against Texas A&M. I'm watching it come through. I'm passively watching it. Kind of got my eye on it. I didn't invest in the game, so I didn't really care. But I'm just, it was just like, wow, why are you guys celebrating this? Like that. Oh, I'm tired of Alabama. You see, that type of sucker shit. I'm tired of it. Shut up. Knock them off the throne when it's time to do that in the CFP. But like a regular season weeknight or a regular season game, they're not allowed to lose. And I don't think that's fair to them. But it is what it is. That ain't my problem. Nick Saban get probably $20 million a year. But check it. Sam Darnold and the Panthers are hosting the Eagles. And the Panthers are favored by 3. But I'm giving them a little cushion. We're going to start teasing these numbers. Might lose a few bucks. We're going to start buying some points just to keep some winners coming in. So we got constant winners every week. And we teased this back to Carolina plus 2.5, even though they're like a 3-point favorite. Teased it back to 2.5. Why? To make sure we get a winner. They should be able to handle Philadelphia. So we're going to take Carolina plus 2.5 at Philly. Okay? The second one. The hell? The second one. We've got the Tennessee Titans. Actually, this one ain't been teased. You got the Tennessee Titans hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay? Or they're at Houston. Because whoever they're playing, they're a 4.5-point favorite, and they're going to smoke them. All right? Tennessee, and I'm going to tell you why. Let me pull out my dang on ticket, B. Tennessee is at Jacksonville. Okay? Tennessee's a 4.5-point favorite. Jacksonville, wow. I mean, you got the scandal with Urban Meyer. He doesn't realize he's an NFL coach now and not college. Can't do what the fuck you want to do and bully people. In the NFL, I've heard he's, a soft rumor is that dude is tanking it to get the USC job. I think USC should hire Dion, but Urban Meyer's got his team discombobulated. He can't win, and shit's getting drastic with him. So I think Derrick Henry's ready to go off. I also, as a prop, took him to get 2 touchdowns if you want them against them. But I think Tennessee covers easily by 5 points. Well, 4.5, so they got to win by 5. We're going to take Tennessee minus 4.5. All right? That's the normal spread. And also take Derrick Henry to get a couple rushing touchdowns. Or just 2 touchdowns, period. 2 anytime touchdowns. That's plus 235, all right? And the last one is old reliable as far as props go in the NFL. The Kyler Murray anytime touchdown. Why do I call it anytime touchdown? Because there's props to score the first or the last touchdown for your team. Just take Kyler Murray to score at any time. You don't know when he's going to do it. He's plus 150. That prop is already, this is week 5. It's already 3-1 this year. Kyler Murray anytime touchdown. Last year it was 11-5. He gets down in the red zone. He drops out of the pocket. Once everybody disperses, he could get lost, and he's fast as shit and outrun you to the corner and put a good juke move on you and score. So we're going to take Kyler Murray against the 49ers. And that was the first tough team he asserted himself against. Not Seattle, not the Rams, the 49ers. That was the first tough team from his division, from that conference over there, that he asserted himself against. So we're going to take Kyler Murray, anytime touchdown, plus 150, all right? So let's recap. We've got the Panthers hosted the Eagles. We're going to take the Panthers plus 2.5. You got the Tennessee Titans at Jacksonville. We're going to take Tennessee minus the points. We're going to lay the points. They're going to cover whatever the spread is at your book, the normal spread. And we're going to take Derrick Henry for 2 touchdowns. And last but not least, we're going to take Kyler Murray with an anytime touchdown against the 49ers. All right? So there you have it. You got plenty of time to get online, get in line, and get to the bag. And you know my show's motto. If there's games to be played, there's money to be made. We'll be back tomorrow with more action and to recap today's action. But in the meantime, let's hook up on social media if you're not already. Here's the YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. All right, Betting Public Sports Show. We call it the Betting Public. That's a Larry Merchant phrase. That's what he used to say when the betting odds would change. He would say, a lot of money from the betting public came in on so-and-so late, and now he's a blah, blah, blah favorite, things like that. And you can catch the podcast every weekend, Thursday through Monday, on Anchor.fm, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, about 10 different places out there. Tune in, FM. And don't forget, let's hook up on social media if we're not already. My Twitter is at Biggie Rothstein, BIGGIEROTHSTEIN. My Instagram, 2 of them, at Fame_Rothstein, FAME_ROTHSTEI. No content today. I'll get it back next week. A little behind today. Or at Betting Public, BETTINGPUBLIC. And don't forget my email address, ROCKYIZZY@yahoo.com, RockyIzzy@yahoo.com, or FameRothstein@yahoo.com, FAMEROTHSTEIN. All right, but there you have it, folks. Let's go get our action in. Got an NFL game actually starting in about an hour. Today's going to be a great day. I'm about to go call some touchdowns back on the shorties, have some fun. I don't do that on purpose. I'm just fucking around. But, weather's still great. The moms are still dressing less. Let me go enjoy myself, all right? There you have it. Let's go get our action in. Let's be safe. Let's be courteous to each other. And we'll be back tomorrow to talk about it. But until then, folks, stay safe. Peace.